What do I expect is going to happen when we have the Generation Jumble Season 2 tournament? To be honest, a lot of it is going to be really hard to predict. Because unlike last season, these guys have been practicing a lot more, and I think now people are trying way harder with the format. I think it definitely helps that for this format, it's a lot more consistent, I guess you can say. For Season 1, I only added Pokemon that you guys voted for, and it ended up just being a big mess of different Pokemon with very different strategies and whatnot. Meanwhile, here, we just have 4 different categories of 4 different types of Pokemon that got buffed, which ended up leading to a pretty good metagame that a lot of people seem to enjoy. But what do I expect is going to happen? Like, if you saw my community, no, you'll know that I am very suspicious of Chansey. I'm starting to feel like Chansey isn't actually as good as she usually is. I'm going to even go as far to say that I don't think Chansey will be a member of the Big 5. Still a great Pokemon, but I don't think Chansey's going to be the must-have that, like, she usually is in most games. And I also feel like Alakazam is going to keep his, his, like, dominance over the tier. I still think Alakazam is better than Tauros. I might even say by a large margin, but that's kind of hard to tell. But if people prove that Tauros is better, I wouldn't be surprised. But I feel like just the sheer, like, bulk as well as the speed of this format just makes it kind of annoying for Tauros. It's still a Tauros, so it can still win just by doing Tauros things, but I don't know, I just feel like Alakazam's the main Pokemon you would rather have on all teams if you can only pick one. I've seen a lot of innovation from the server, and some other things I'm going to expect is, I definitely think Lapras is going to be OU this time. Lapras in general has just gotten surprisingly better. I think we're going to need some time to figure out what the best moveset is, but this right here seems to be working pretty well for me. I think Salmon is actually going to stay OU as well, which might be a hot take, not sure, but Vespiquen seems to be everywhere, and Vespiquen with attack order being a high crit rate is surprisingly a very offensive Pokemon. So Salamence having a crucial bug resistance is actually really important. Snorlax might be better. I've seen some testing with Amnesia Firefly Psychic Snorlax. I've used it too, and it seems pretty good so far. Outside of that, I don't have any other takes that you haven't seen other people use. And by the way, as you can probably tell from my teams, I'm very fond of Weed Galvantula. I don't think Galvantula's gonna fall off. Neither do I think Gonadel is. Ironically, ever since Galvantula has been started picking up as a lead, I've been seeing a lot more Rhydon. Not a lot of Zapdos. So that's kind of funny. Overall, though, I think there's still gonna be a lot of surprises for the tournament, which will be starting on April 2nd. But tomorrow, I will not be here as Groundback, which means since that's gonna happen, like, I can't give you any updates on Generation Jumble. So that's why we're doing everything now. Just getting prepared so that let's just call it the anomaly, can do its thing tomorrow. And then after that, we get to start a tournament that I'm very excited for. So this is going to be my last video reacting to just regular replays. And then after that, any more replays you'll see will be of the tournament. And that should be a lot of fun. And I'm going to try to put way more work into those replays than I do for my regular ones here. But I'm still going to try my best to be entertaining here as well. And we don't have a lot of replays today. There was a lot more I could have gone over. But I think I just would rather focus on the ones that just kind of interest me. And there were some that happened today. Oh, speaking of today, happy Easter, I guess. I hope everyone's having a great time. And also, I believe today's also Trans Awareness Day? Or something like that. Either way, whatever it is, if you're trans, you're pretty cool. You're valid. I like you. Yeah, that's about it. You're pretty cool, and the Christians are cool, I guess. Let's just get on to the replays now. Now, starting off, we have Shelly, Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Zach and Theus. I know who already wins this, but that's not the main reason why I'm watching it. I merely want to watch it just to get a bit of a checkup on Shelly's progress. Because Shelly, I think, is the only person so far who just doesn't know or just doesn't play Pokemon at all on the server. So they're from the most interesting spot, in my opinion. Having Lee Jolteon against Naganadel, that's surprising. Going to Executor. Okay, already Shelly's learning how to switch. I know that sounds like funny, but that's an actual improvement. Going for Psychic on the Chansey. Switching the Rhydon, you get hit with an Ice Beam that does... Is that a crit? But why did that do so much? Does it usually do that much? Holy crap. Either way, this Jolteon's now paralyzed. That's pretty unfortunate. They go for Soft Boiled. They're not going in the Rhydon, interesting enough. Now that Chansey is paralyzed. You going... Okay, first off, let me just say that Shelly's team is so much better than was before. I'm really impressed. I actually like this team a lot, actually. Chansey paralyzes the Gengar, and I'm curious if this team that Shelly has will have any new Pokemon. Shelly gets a crit with Psychic, but this Chansey is still going to be very annoying. I do not think Shelly's going to break it, even with that special drop. Because Zach and Theus... Oh! I stand corrected. You know what? I should have expected that. And you're going to get a kill with this Galvantula too, so that's nice. It's now a more even playing field. You miss the Fire Blast. You get the special drop. That is huge. Shelly goes for Psychic. Alakazam gets the special drop. It's now doing nothing to this Executor. You miss Sunspore. Maybe try to go for Sweet Powder instead? No, you just go for Sunspore. It's fine. A crit is annoying. You go for Mega Drain. Get some healing, but I don't think it's going to be enough to help you with this 1v1. Especially when you get full paralysis like that. Oh, that's a shame. Executor gets taken out. You go back into Jolteon. They go in the Rhydon. You're fully paralyzed. Rhydon kills you with Earthquake. You have Tauros. Blizzard does not get a crit. Oh, Fire Blast Rhydon. That is interesting. Okay, Iron Hands. You miss the Blizzard. Earthquake does not get a crit. But Low Kick misses, so that's fine. Go for another Earthquake. Quake. I don't know what I'm talking about. You do not get the crit at all. You just get taken out. Now you have is Armaldo. Armaldo will just go for Body Slam. And you have Alakazam, you have Bug Bite, you get the crit. And then the Gonadel is actually pretty weak, so that could help, but you get the burn. But still, this is actually a pretty close match, and I am very proud of Shelly. Trying to go for the paralysis. They miss Rock Slide. They go for another Rock Slide, but it doesn't have a flinch chance in this generation. I don't think it matters too much, because your moveset was... yeah, there was nothing you can do there. Now this is where I'm interested more so. For those who don't know, in Season 1, these two had a battle. Both of them were pretty much playing Gen 1 for the first time. And Master Gemstone rap-locked Robo with Agility Dragonite, which made Robo rage quit so hard that he kind of quit the entire tournament. But Robo has gotten significantly better. And I think Gemstone has as well. So I am very interested to see how this match is going to go. Now we have Lead Executor versus Snorlax. Snorlax goes for Reflect. I am sorry if you can hear those pipes in front of me. They're loud for me too. But either way, we have Snorlax going for Rest, and the special job is very dangerous. They go into Gyarados. Do you have Thunder on this? No, it looks like it's just Sword Stance. Hyper Beam can kill here, but you miss. That is so unfortunate. Oh, you're fully parallel. Oh my god. I probably wouldn't have risked it, to be honest. Even if Hyper Beam could have killed the Snorlax, you were, or I mean the Alakazam, quite frankly, you were just, yeah, just psych off the Iron Hands there. Going to Starmie, you can outspeed and paralyze. Tauros does not get the crit. Okay, going for Recover there probably isn't best, because this Tauros can just keep on attacking you and eventually get a crit or a paralysis or both. You go back into Executor. Executor does get the kill, but Gemstone does have a big lead over you. Blizzard is not enough to kill you. Now you go for Explosion, not enough, but you can Revenge Kill. Going into Goodra, you go for Thunderbolt, you kill the Gyarados, which by the way is just a cool Pokemon to have. Alakazam versus Goodra, I've seen this a few times. Do you get the freeze? Robo tanks the, or Goodra tanks the Psychic. Alakazam heals, you go for another Ice Beam. Not getting the freeze yet, nor is Alakazam getting a crit or a special drop. That crit definitely helps. Alakazam heals, you get Ice Beam. Still no turns to full paralysis. Going for Reflect is interesting. Now you get the freeze. Oh god, that's so unfortunate. I don't know if Gemstone knows that freezes are permanent. The Scrooge is going to get a free rest, so that's not good. You go into Annihilate. Annihilate is going to go for Screech, it looks like. And with the defense drop, it might do decent damage. Whoa, that did way more than I thought. What the hell? Body Swim gets the KO. You go into Alakazam, and this is going to be ugly. Because if you don't have your own Alakazam, how do you deal with this thing? You have Dragonite. I think with Agility... Okay, it didn't go for Agility, just went for Thunder Wave of its own. Which might give you a better chance, slightly. The Snorlax is technically faster, but it's probably going to take too much damage from the Alakazam. It finally wakes up, does survive. What's it going to do? Hyper Beam barely doesn't kill. You can outspeed with Annihilate. And there we go. What's Robo's last Pokemon? It is Naganadel. If there's any Pokemon that can help you turn this around, it's definitely it. You don't get the paralysis. You get the burn? No, you don't. Naganadel survives. Go for Dragon Pulse. Now you get the crit win. Doesn't matter. All they have up is Dragonite. And you do not get the kill, but Dragonite is fully paralyzed. Okay, so Robo wins game 1. Overall, GG for both of them. Both played pretty well. Outside of Robo kind of like... Outside of him just not using his Iron Hands. Or, not that I wasn't doing it well. Because I can definitely see the play. Going for Hyper Beam and killing the Alakazam right away. It was too risky, I guess is what I should say. But even then, it managed to work out for him. Because the Naganadel is just that strong a Pokemon. Game 2. We have Goodra versus Executor. Executor goes to paralyze the Goodra instead. You go in the Starmie, tanks the Flamethrower easily. They go to Lapras, which tanks the Blizzard even better. Lapras gets paralyzed. We don't know what it's going to go for. I'm thinking Thunderbolt or Confuse Ray. I've been seeing so much Confuse Ray this tournament or this season. I don't know why. I really don't. Oh, Lapras survived. Okay, that right there just shows how tanky Lapras is. It's really impressive. Lapras gets taken out. You have Snorlax. Snorlax gets put to sleep, but wakes up instantly, misses another sleep powder. You go for Amnesia, so even if you get put to sleep again, you might be able to wake up in time. I'm gonna assume not, but hey, every single special stat you have raised does help. Oh god. Well, it did the bare minimum, I guess. That is sad. Well, this Snorlax is going to get taken out. That's unfortunate. Robo's just in a very, very good position right now. A Tauros goes for Sweet Pound or Substitute, but does not actually protect from the thingamajig. But it looks like Robo doesn't know that. Tauros goes for Body Slam, just trying to fish for a paralysis, it seems like. Not a bad strategy. I'm going to assume you don't have Earthquake. And there you go, you get it finally. Do you have Hyper Beam? Yes, you do. You get the kill. They have Executor, or no, not Executor, Alakazam. Outspeeds. Tauros is fully paralyzed, which is definitely annoying. If you could have got a crit there, you could have done a lot of damage to the Alakazam. But this Executor can definitely take out this Tauros. Tauros probably goes for Hyper Beam here, just, you know, just being like, F it, get it as much damage as possible, which is definitely not a bad idea. The Gonadel outspeeds. Goes for Flamethrower, which I think Flamethrower is illegal, technically? Or maybe I'm wrong about that. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. But you go into Executor, survives the Dragon Claw, and the Gonadel survives the explosion. That's surprising. And also, probably smart there to sacrifice the Gonadel. Robo decides just to go for full damage instead of healing. And it somehow works out for him. Oh god. Wait, why do you paralyze it? Why not just go for Psychic? I don't get that play at all. Gotta say, Annihilate is way bulkier than I would think, considering how much damage Fire Blast is doing to it from a Goodra. I think that's impressive. And Annihilate might be able to take out this Goodra, but even if it does, okay, it barely survived. I think the crit mattered there. But there you go, they settled their rivalry. Okay, I guess the link that I had for that match didn't work. So we have Saltina versus Master Gemstone. I think Gemstone still wants to test her team a little bit, which I definitely don't blame them for. Wheat Snorlax is... I don't really think it's that good. I think pretty much every other Wheat outspeeds you, or obviously your Snorlax. But considering so many of those are Sweep Weeds, I just feel like you're just setting yourself up for just a very valuable Pokemon just being put to the rest. I don't see much of a benefit. Honestly, probably would have been better to stay with the Reflect Snorlax, since you probably could tank most of the moves and then wake up, and maybe then you can switch. But now it's just in a way more risky position. It's gonna wake up, I thought. Okay, I must have miscounted the turns. Snorlax gets taken out. That sucks. You go into Tauros. And this Tauros is probably going to lose to the Starmie. Okay, that was a lucky paralysis. Starmie can just go for the offensive now. The special drop really sucks. Doesn't get the paralysis or a crit. Tauros is going to go for another one. This time he does get the paralysis. I would have just... Personally, if I see a special drop, I would have just gone for the kill, in all honesty. And maybe gone for Hyper Beam there, but I'm not sure if it would have been enough or not. Okay, now I know, seeing as that did 60%. I mean, this is just really abysmal paralysis luck. Holy crap. If they go for... Oh, okay, it doesn't matter what they went for. They go into Alakazam, this definitely kills. But what else do you switch into, really? Gyarados is gonna be able to do some damage with Body Slam, but I don't think it's gonna be doing as much. Especially with Reflect Zam. Now, oh. Never mind. Okay, you're forced to go into Annihilate because this thing definitely has Thunderbolt. They go into Scyther. Scyther, maybe... Okay, no, never mind. I was going to say it can maybe do something against Annihilate, but nope. You have the Gonadel. The Gonadel goes for a Dragon Pulse. The Gonadel gets Screeched, but it's a little too late. Unless it's setting up for something else. Doesn't look like it. You're forced to go into Golem. Actually, how the hell does... Okay, does Sotina win this with like a critical Hyper Beam? Or does Gemstone win this? Now I'm curious. Okay, you go for Thunder Wave. I'm assuming Gemstone's gonna win this. Oh, God. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh, that is... No. Oh, God, don't you dare. And you get the crit, too. Oh, what did I just watch? That was so disrespectful. But now, we have Galvantula versus Elite Snorlax. Galvantula is definitely one of the leads you can definitely do a good job against. There's definitely no doubt about that. Going to Gyarados, which with Thunderbolt... Actually, no, even with Thunderbolt, it just was the Lapras' Thunderbolt. Very badly. Interesting that you stayed in. You go into Annihilate. You miss the low kick, which is unfortunate. You switch back into Snorlax. This is looking like it's going to be a bit of a... Not stally, but there might be a lot of switching out. We'll have to see. Snorlax can do pretty good against this Goodra. 2 Body Slams already do a lot. And Hyper Beam or Body Slam, either or is enough to kill. Lapras gets sent back out. But just going for Confuse Ray, so... Not immediately threatening. Substitute's kind of annoying though, but you can definitely not break it? But that definitely makes a big difference. Okay, I'll have to keep that in mind, that Substitute can survive a Snorlax Body Slam. Might need to consider using that. Confuse Ray is still as annoying as ever. You go into Annihilate, they go into Galvantula, you get Paralyzed, you go for Rock Slide, which is not enough for a KO. They go into Tauros, you go for a Thunderbolt, don't get the Paralysis. Tauros gets a crit, which definitely matters. Alakazam does not get the kill here. Body Slam does get a Paralysis, that's huge. Body Slam does not get the kill, but you can double revenge kill this. Go into your own Alakazam. Oh, it's a good thing you didn't switch, because look at that. Oh, well, yeah, I love this Salamence to take on this Alakazam. That is really bad. What the heck is the rest of their team? Earthquake getting a crit's definitely nice. But I feel like this Annihilate is going to do too much damage. They can just go back into the Alakazam, and then it can just revenge kill. So what's your last Pokemon? We don't know yet. They're gonna go for Blizzard, maybe hoping for the Freeze, but they don't get it. Another Blizzard. You're just gonna heal off, but... what do you have left? Isn't the Gonadel, maybe? Okay, yes, it is the Gonadel. Hyper Beam gets the crit, which you so desperately needed. And last but not least is Dragonite again. It goes for Thunder Wave. You go for... Oh, God. Does Gemstone actually win because of Rap Lock? Oh, looks like Rap missed. Rap over. Not Raponite. Oh, this is so sad. These last two aren't any replays that I'm particularly... Well, not that I'm not particularly interested in. These were just like the last two that were recently posted. So I figured there was no harm in like reacting to them too. And Jifan has been using... Or Jifan? I keep saying it super fast because I'm not confident with the name. But they've been testing with Lead Persian, which is interesting. But considering that even regular Persian, or I mean regular Tauros, isn't on every single team, I don't know. But I do like Fire Blast Tauros. I think that's pretty cool. You get another Fire Blast, you don't get the burn, which is definitely a big deal. You just took a lot of damage from that low kick. Go for another low kick, does nothing. You're switching to your Starmie. Let's just, oh god, Vespiquen. You have resist, but even a crit's still going to do... Well, against Iron Hands, it does practically nothing, but... No reason why you can't just use the rest of your team just to take out the fighting types, because then Vespiquen's very scary. This looks like it's going to be a Psychic Mirror, so let's just skip a little bit until something interesting happens. Vespiquen here is going to go for Heal Order. Your switch out. Rock Slide does nothing at Starmie. That's nice. Going to your own Vespiquen. Okay, only revealing it now. That's pretty huge. You go into your own. You don't get the crit. You switch into Tauros, which is... I guess you're second off, but I'm not sure if I agree with that. Fire Blast does a lot of damage, but against a Vespiquen with a critical attack order, that is super risky. It seems to work out. They go into Starmie. Thunderbolt is not enough for a kill. They go for Thunder Wave. You go for another Thunderbolt, but Annihilate's gonna tank it instead. Oh, never mind, you're just gonna... Okay, that's nice. Going for Earthquake, which Starmie can tank very easily. Going for Recover. Going for another Earthquake. But I guess theoretically, you could just keep recovering until Poison kills. I don't think that's the most optimal play. And you don't even need to do that anymore, because Psychic just very clearly kills. They have to go into their own Starmie, but it's just not going to go well. Recover is nice. You don't get the, crit. Okay, but that's unfortunate. That Starmie does get taken out. You have your Alakazam. It's not enough to OHKO. Poison Jab gets a crit. Not sure if that matters or not. Go into your own Meganodon, though. Okay, this is suddenly very threatening. You go into Alakazam. You don't have Hyper Beam. Jesus Christ. Why are we still using Poison Jab? I still don't think it's very good on the Gonadel. Not at all. All you have left is an Iron Hands, which... Good luck, buddy. Yeah. Okay, let's see what game 2 is. Like, okay, there we go. Okay. We have Lead Executor versus Lead Alakazam. This is pretty cool. Especially since the Alakazam been put to sleep. Like, you don't see that a lot, actually. But Vespiquen's gonna... Oh, already switching out. Okay, that's good. You get the special drop. It's just going really great for Mr. Fane over here. Alakazam can heal, but it gets put to sleep again. So that's looking very bad. And we see Sneasor's on the team. That could be interesting. Because even though Sneasor is very good, I don't see it as much as you would expect. Surprised you went for Alakazam instead of Sneasor. I guess it doesn't matter too much. Toxic doesn't work on Substitute, but Thunder Wave and Sweet Powder do. Why is that even the case? Gen 1 is so weird. Also, Substitute Vespiquen is interesting. I can kind of see it, actually. Going for more Toxics for some reason. And sending out Jolteon against Iron Hands of all things. Like, what? I don't know what they're trying to do here, really. Thunderbolt doesn't do much without a crit. Annihilate got a crit itself. Going to Alakazam. This Alakazam's a sweep, so you can probably beat that. Oh god. That's scary. This is still anyone's game, though. Vespiquen takes good damage there. And I think the Poison Chip's going to be doing practically nothing. Okay, Sneasor definitely forces out a switch or KOs the Vespiquen. The Vespiquen being KO'd is huge. A critical Fire Blast does kill the Sneasor. Thunderbolt gets a crit, but it's still resisted. But you somehow get the paralysis. That's kind of stupid. Okay, Jolteon somehow killed a Meganodon. Or, yeah, at least it would have. And I am tired. But, either way though, even though Funny Gaming has more Pokemon, I guess, it seems like they're in a pretty bad position, in all honesty. Alakazam can heal, but they sacrifice their own Jolteon because you might as well. Jolteon gets killed, you go in the Gengar, Thunderbolt's gonna do some good damage. A full Paralysis really sucks, but I think a critical Thunderbolt hurts even more. Alakazam gets killed by Explosion. Okay, that was the perfect thing you could have done. And a critical Psychic is the perfect thing you could have gone there as well. And Annihilate also gets taken out by the Alakazam. So GG. I'm probably going to upload something else today. Most likely going to be a what if video. So that should be interesting. But outside of that, this is probably going to be the last time I'm going to be talking to you before the anomaly happens tomorrow. And then after that, it's time for the tournament finally. I can't wait for that. Also, I don't know if I said it already, but thank you for 900 subscribers. It means a lot to me, and we're getting so close to 1,000. I cannot wait to make more videos for you guys. But until next time, this is Groundback, and I look forward to hearing from you.